When I joined Greenvalley 3 years back as a teacher, I came here with a baggage of 10 years of long experiences as a trainer and a teacher myself.
So we have at Greenvalley 3 types of training we do.
Term training was so much new to me. I was like wondering, because most of us are like trained already. We have been in some other school, then why is it that they're again giving us the training?
As part of our training, we at Greenvalley take this role of training very seriously.
Greenvalley, our training program is very comprehensive. Our facilitators and teachers, they go through around 200 hours of yearly training. So we have at Greenvalley 3 types of training we do. The first and foremost is operational training, which is like when a person enters into Greenvalley, they should know what process we follow and what is the principles behind it and how do we do it. But that is not going to give you highest quality. The highest quality comes from the next set of training. That is, the next level, once you are thorough about operational, then we have to train the teachers on observation and understanding the child, because that is most important. See, unless your understanding about child is not complete, you cannot carry out further best work for the child. Then the third level training is philosophical understanding about the practices. See, we have a set of process and practices. So what is the reason behind a particular process? Why we do in this way? Why we are not doing in a conventional way? So that training is what we call the third set of training.
As part of our training, we at Greenvalley take this role of training very seriously. Each member, each person of every team is trained intensely, as we want them to excel in whatever role they are playing.
At Greenvalley, we have training at different levels. We have the full-fledged orientation that lasts about a month when we first joined the beginning of the academic year. After the first month of orientation, every week we have a training. We also have training from Cambridge, which is a lot more subject specific.
As soon as we absorb a person, we start with our 7-day, 7-step training, which gives the opportunity for the person to understand the basics of what at Greenvalley is happening. Then we go into our orientation. That's when the summer training happens. We have a month-long training for all the facilitators, then for the academic team, then for the leaders, the coordinators, the principal and all. Again, another set of training for them.
So we have a summer training where the facilitators and the coordinators will be trained before the new academic year starts during the month of May. That will be a 1-month whole training where all the facilitators, coordinators, academic head, principal, vice principal, all the Greenvalley team comes together, and we will be trained for our academics part, or be it academic or non-academic. Training will be provided accordingly.
Besides, we'll have a meeting every Saturday. That is, we'll get a training every Saturday. In whatever areas we face any difficulty, we can explain them to the mentors, and they'll beautifully tackle those problems, because they'll tell us what we need to do, what solutions should be applied there, so that that problem will be solved then and there itself.
This training they initiated during the holiday time, and they took me to Trivandrum campus, the Payadu campus, where I had a training of around 6 to 7 days. There is a person who is training us every time, and we are getting every Saturday in the different training and different topics. This is really helping us to identify the mistakes also, and we are getting discussed with all the good things that is happening with that.
Every bi-week we are having training at selected topics. Actually the topic selection is also based on our needs, our facilitators' needs, and we are getting the proper training from the experts. And the best part of that is not only the training, we are able to implement that whatever content we are actually being trained, we are able to implement that to the students, since we have got a handful of students.
We had a very intensive 5-day training sessions for the coordinators separately, where we had the training on how to run the academic program, as well as how we have to focus on developing the child.
Initially, when I joined here at Greenvalley, the term training was so much, new to me. I was like wondering, because most of us are like trained already. We have been in some other school, then why is it that they're again giving us the training? I was like clueless. I was literally, wondering for the initial 1 or 2 days. Only after that I realized, the training was a huge impact for all of the facilitators, I believe. In any other school, we will be, there will be a level where you will be like, okay, you have achieved this level, which means you're like done in your growth. You're like, you don't have to look forward. You're like mastered is what they'll have in the mind. But frankly speaking, let it be in any career, it's not like that. There is never an end, we keep growing. So here at Greenvalley, when they gave me the training session, is where I recognized I was lacking in many areas, and I tried to correct myself. I learned, even today I'm like learning so many things from here.
We used to arrange training program for our facilitators every week. That includes child development, problem solving, event management, communication, everything will be there. In addition to that, especially in iLead, we are focusing on giving subject-wise training program from Cambridge, which will help them to expertise in their subjects.
As part of the training, we have an I Teach program where we pick, or we, through a process which we follow, we pick few facilitators whom we think will be able to go next level leaders, and we train them, giving them a lot of skills or an opportunity to develop specific skills on thinking, on curiosity and the growth mindset, willpower. These areas we give them exposure so that they can work on it. That is also it's a 6-month training.
When I joined Greenvalley 3 years back as a teacher, I came here with a baggage of 10 years of long experiences as a trainer and a teacher myself. I had to unlearn and learn many new things, and I'm glad that I took that leap. Now I can train and facilitate the learning of the young generation with a more open mind. So if you want to be a part of our team and unlearn and learn with us, then walk with us to pave the future of the next generation rather than walking towards the past.